In the heart of a dense African jungle, a small village named Umoja thrived. Umoja was a place where laughter echoed through the trees and the people lived in harmony with nature. At the center of this village was a dwarf named Dogo, whose heart was as vast as the sky. Dogo was known for his ability to communicate with the spirits of the forest, heal the sick, and bring prosperity to the village. He has raised countless numbers of dead villagers who were not yet destined to die. He has delivered several pregnant women who were unable to deliver their babies. He turns the villagers' farm produce that was rotting untimely into fresh products. He has healed countless sick people and animals. He has delivered some of the villagers that were physically and spiritually oppressed. One day, a mysterious sorcerer from another town named Bwana arrived at Umoja. He was intrigued by the tales of Dogo's powers and desired them for his dark purposes. Bwana, with his piercing eyes and flowing robes, approached Dogo with promises of grandeur and wealth. But Dogo, content with his life and devoted to his people, declined Bwana's offers. Bwana was highly disappointed and thought of another means to get Dogo's power. Bwana went to Dogo's house the second time. At this time, he went with some of his slaves. He wanted to gift Dogo all the slaves he brought with various precious items and money, but Dogo refused to release his power. Bwana, very furious, went away with all his gifts. Bwana was worried and disturbed after all his futile attempts. He has been having sleepless nights because of this amazing power. One night as he was contemplating, he thought to himself, "I will do everything possible to get this power from this useless dwarf. He does not know the value of the gift he has. He must release the power to me this time." After some days, Bwana decided to go again for the last time. When he got to Dogo's house, he said to him, "Please, I beg you, my dear friend, give me this precious power, and tell me whatever you want and I will do it, please." The mighty Bwana said these things while kneeling for Dogo. Dogo was amazed by Bwana's foolish act, but he was not moved by it. He replied, "This gift is precious to me and my people in Umoja, and I cannot release it to you for evil deeds, my people, and I will suffer if I do so." Bwana stood up and left. Bwana, enraged by Dogo's refusal, hatched a sinister plan. Under the cover of night, he crafted a powerful spell and trapped Dogo inside a enchanted bottle. The enchanted bottle made Dogo as light as a feather. The bottle was placed deep within a hidden cave far from the village. Bwana knew that he had not achieved his goal but was satisfied to see Dogo captured with ease. He goes to the hidden cave twice a week accompanied by his hosts of demons to feed Dogo, hoping that he might change his decision. Bwana intended to collect the power and retain Dogo in the bottle. He did not plan to release him. He wanted him dead once the power had been released to him. Without their healer, Umoja fell into despair. Their crops began to wither, their flocks ill, and a dark cloud seemed to hang over the village. In the bottle, Dogo felt the pain and suffering of his people. He pounded on the glass, but no one could hear his cries. His power could only sustain him, it could not bring him out of the bottle. Days turned into weeks, and the village's condition worsened. The villagers prayed fervently, hoping for a miracle. The hunters and their numbers searched for Dogo days and nights, but all efforts proved abortive. Some of the villagers were already losing hope. They thought the gods had taken Dogo away, or he had been eaten by wild animals in the forest. 12 weeks later, Dogo's whereabouts were revealed through a dream to a young girl named Ao. Ao also lived in Umoja. She had always admired Dogo's precious power. In her dream, she saw Dogo trapped in a bottle, hidden in a cave guarded by the forest spirits. She woke up with a start, knowing what she had to do. Driven by love and desperation, Ao embarked on a perilous journey to save Dogo. She was accompanied by some of the hunters in the village to protect her. But as they were about to enter the jungle, they heard a soft voice whisper to them, "Ao, you do not have the opportunity to be accompanied by anyone. The revelation was given to you alone, therefore, go without your guardians." When they heard this, they were all afraid, telling Ao not to go again, but Ao refused, knowing the state she saw Dogo in the dream. The hunters promised to keep chanting and performing rites at the jungle entry until she returned from the dangerous journey. Ao ventured deep into the jungle, guided only by the visions from her dream. She faced many challenges: wild animals, treacherous paths, and the ever-watchful spirits. Her resolve never wavered. After 4 days of searching, she finally found the hidden cave. As she stepped inside, the spirits of the forest surrounded her, testing her courage and determination. With a heart full of love for her village and Dogo, Ao pleaded with the spirits. She spoke of Dogo's kindness, his selflessness, and the village's desperate need for his return. Moved by her sincerity and bravery, the spirits allowed her to pass. Ao found the bottle at the cave's center, glowing faintly. With trembling hands, she opened it. A burst of light filled the cave, and Dogo emerged, weak but free. Tears streamed down Ao's face as she embraced her friend. They hurried back to the jungle entrance, where the hunters anxiously awaited. The hunters were happy to see Ao and Dogo. They all hurried to Umoja rejoicing. The sight of Dogo brought hope and joy back to the village. He was given food and was allowed to rest before questioning him about his disappearance. When the villagers heard Dogo's story, they felt sorry for him, imagining the suffering he had experienced. The villagers wished they could hurt Bwana, but he was too strong to be captured because they knew the evil he had done to their fathers in the past. Dogo immediately set to work after his story, healing the sick and restoring the land. The dark cloud lifted and laughter returned to Umoja. The villagers celebrated Ao's bravery and Dogo's return, their hearts filled with gratitude. Bwana, upon hearing of Dogo's escape, tried to unleash his wrath on the village. He prepared a strong spell in a pot in order to cast it on Umoja village and wipe them off, but the spirits of the forest, now protectors of Umoja, stopped him from entering into the village and banished him forever. Peace was restored and the village thrived once more. Bwana was seated in his house, thinking about what he could do to wipe Umoja village. He was very furious. He thought, it is high time I sent my deity to visit Umoja and kill them all with diseases. The following morning, he went into his magical room to summon his deity on a dreadful journey to Umoja, but to his amazement, the deity was nowhere to be found. He was confused and running out of his senses. He knew something dangerous was coming his way. He rushed into his room and began to pack some clothes and valuable items. As he stepped out of his house, 2 hefty, dangerous-looking men attacked him and began to chase him out of the town. They not only chased him out but also rendered him powerless, considering all the atrocities he has committed in the past. Dogo continued to care for his people. His bond with Ao was unbreakable. The story of Ao's courage and Dogo's love became a legend, reminding all of the power of unity, bravery, and the enduring spirit of kindness.
Moral lessons.
Selflessness and contentment. Dogo's refusal to accept Bwana's offers of wealth and grandeur shows the value of selflessness and contentment with one's life. True happiness comes from serving others and being satisfied with what one has. The power of love and determination. Ao's unwavering determination to save Dogo, driven by her love for him and her village, highlights the power of love and resolve in overcoming obstacles. Love can inspire extraordinary acts of bravery and selflessness.
thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed watching this, consider giving it a big thumbs up and also share it. Your comments are also invaluable to us, so please let me know in the comment section what you thought of today's video. What was your biggest takeaway? And if you're watching but haven't subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and hit the notification bell as well, so you never miss a new video on this channel. Until next time, bye.